I mean, unless it was like NSYNC or Britney Spears, you know?
There was a Britney
That's my
Spears
jam.
song we did.
Which one, though? Not like
Which one
Toxic.
did we do?
Toxic.
Oh,
No.
we did. Hello, peoples of the internet. Bum, bum. Hi. It's been a minute. So welcome to Justified Delirium's new video. We're happy to be with you.
We're happy to be here.
Yeah. Okay. So funny story. The other day I forgot to take
funny.
my meds, and it was terrible.
Horrible.
If you follow us on social media, you saw that I might have posted about it. It was, honestly, I've never forgotten my meds before. And
Wow, you've made it this many years without forgetting?
Yes. And that's why I literally forgot them, and I was like, I'll be fine.
Right. No,
I
you won't
will be fine. I was not fine. And in fact, I was at a meeting all day long with several people that I work with, and also some of them who are my bosses. And it was hard to function during that day. So I forgot my meds, and I was like, I'll be fine. I'm going to make it as long as I can until this meeting is over, and I will take my meds then. Mm-hmm. And
which is weird because you live and work so close to close.
Yeah, I just couldn't leave. So I just had to make it. But I texted Erica and I was like, I forgot my meds.
Oh God.
And she was like,
breathe.
Oh God.
Yes.
And she literally said to me,
just
breathe.
Keep remembering to breathe.
Yeah. And at the time I was like, I'll be okay. I will be fine. And then I would say an hour or two into it, I literally was like, whoa, my jaw's tense. My chest is harder to breathe.
Breathing.
I could feel it. I was hyper vigilant. Eric and I were just talking about this. I literally was looking around the room, and I was like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? I have no idea why it happened so fast or how it happened so fast, but it was crazy. I did not realize that it could happen that fast. So I had a real tough day. I had to manage a lot of after effects. Luckily, I wasn't off them for a long time. So once I did take it, it just took me a day to get back to it. But if you go off,
it comes on strong.
It really does.
When you go off it cold turkey.
Yeah.
I think I forgot my meds once or twice, and that was in the very beginning, and I sweat a ton.
Oh yeah.
My heart is beating. I feel like I'm about to give a big presentation, but there's nothing happening. It's the most boring day ever.
Yeah.
But my body is reacting in high anxiety and that high alert, kind of reaction. So it is real. I feel it pretty early on. I know other people don't feel it for a couple days. So before they notice symptoms coming back. So it really depends on who you are and how much of a dose you're taking.
We're both on pretty low doses.
We're on really low doses, but I feel it.
I do too.
And it's just constantly okay, take a deep breath in. When was the last time you took a deep breath kind of deal?
For real.
Just being very aware of it until you can get home. And
I was honestly very surprised. And the reason why we're talking about this is because I want to confess that I was actually pretty bummed about it. Because I literally was off my meds for a few hours and I felt it in a physical way.
The dependency
and it's a huge bummer because I will probably not be able to be with my meds for
without her meds.
Yeah, without my meds for the rest of my life. Yeah. And it feels weird, and it just sometimes it just doesn't feel good to be dependent on something. And I'm super lucky. I have insurance and I can afford to buy meds.
Right.
And there are some people who do not have that resource and cannot do that. And that is hard. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone, but I was really bummed about it. And then I watched a show.
Oh my gosh, you
that
guys!
you have to watch.
It's so good.
This show.
Yes,
it's so good.
The whole world
needs to watch it. It's called One Day at a Time.
One Day at a Time.
And it's
a Netflix original series.
It's about a Cuban American family, and it highlights like all different types of equity issues, like colorism and racism, sexism, homophobia, specific pronouns, generational wealth. It covers a ton of stuff. It's fabulous.
It's so good.
There was this one episode. This one episode where the mother...
Don't give it away, though.
Okay. The mother, who is a veteran, has PTSD. And at some point, she decides, like, she's in a really good spot.
She's feeling good.
She decides that she's going to quit her meds and therapy cold turkey. And it doesn't work out. It doesn't go well. But she expressed similar sentiments that I was feeling, and that made me feel like really connected.
Did you watch that episode after?
I did.
Oh, okay. And I didn't know if you watched
like,
it beforehand or if you watched it afterwards.
No.
That's a good timing.
She basically was saying, like, she's bummed. Like, she doesn't want to have to be dependent on this thing, but she, like, has to have it right now to be able to function and feel good. I like highly recommend watching that episode
for so many reasons, but yes,
that episode, it hit home for a lot of things for me. Representation matters on our mainstream media. That like
it one really, day at a time, guys.
Netflix.
Netflix.
It made honestly the world of difference for me after I experienced that. So I really appreciate that. Representation totally matters.
One thing I've noticed is I do have some friends who have tried going off of their anxiety meds or their depression meds before for the exact same reason that Jaquie was talking about. Like, they were bummed that they were dependent on something, and they don't want to be dependent, so they want to just slowly work off of it. For me, I have a totally different reaction. To me, I'm like, thank God I don't have to deal with this on a daily basis on my own. And I'm so thankful for this little pill. But I've never been in a situation where I don't have access to that pill. So I could understand how that would be really scary to not have access to the thing that makes you feel healthy.
It's going to be something that I'm probably going to battle for the rest of my life, and that's not a bad thing. And I'm doing what I need to do to be a healthy, happy, and whole person.
And you're not alone. You're not the only one who's on medicine. It's not the only thing you're doing. A lot of people are on it or should be on it. But it's something to not be embarrassed about. And it's not the only thing that we are depending on to, get through life on a daily basis. So
I told like the day that I forgot my meds, and I was in this meeting with a bunch of other people from different parts of my organization, and I literally told them, I was like, I am feeling it right now, and I am struggling, and I didn't make it a big deal, but I just I was like, I forgot my meds. It's the first time ever. I'm struggling a little bit. Give me some grace.
Do you think people notice, like, if you wouldn't have said something to them? That's the thing, is so weird. It's so internal that you feel it, so physical, but other people have no idea, and they're like, oh, you seemed fine to me. It's like, I was dying inside.
I was struggling. So, I mean, if you're thinking about going off meds or therapy, like, talk that over with someone.
It's totally okay thing to do. If you decide that you don't need it, but you need to talk to somebody, you need to be coached through it. You need people to keep you accountable and be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah. Like, be aware of what you're doing. Also, I think not only telling a doctor, but like someone in your life that you trust, so that they can either hold you accountable or to like help you on this journey as you go. That's really important. So if you're thinking about it, take some good steps, and check out that show and talk with people. Have a good convo.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue the conversation
and end the stigma.
Bye.
She's so lucky. She's a star. She cried.
I hope you put that part on our video.